Hola mis amigos de primer grado, hoy vamos a hacer un proyecto de arte. Hello my first grade friends, today we're going to do an art project. And I'm in my classroom today because I'm here to pack up for the summer and to get some things to help me teach at home. And while I'm here, I wanted to share an art project that I did with my mom last night. And this art project is called A Tree of Strength. As we know, we all have strengths to get us through difficult times, and right now feels pretty difficult for us. So I wanted to do an activity that will help remind us of all of the strengths that we have and the things that we can do to help us feel better. So we're going to be drawing a tree, and on each of the leaves of the tree, we're going to be drawing or writing different things that help you feel better when you're feeling stressed out. These are called coping strategies, the things that we do to dysregulate. So, for example, at school, when we're feeling stressed out, we might go to the peace place. But at home, when we're stressed out, what do we do? For me, something that I do when I'm feeling really stressed is I listen to guitar music. It helps me feel calm, it relaxes me, and it helps me keep going. So that's one of the things that I can write on one of my leaves is guitar music because I know that it helps me feel calm. But as we are thinking about what we can write on our leaves, I want to first show you how to draw the tree trunk and the branches. So we're going to use our arms and our hands to draw our trunk and the beginning of our branches, okay? So I'm going to start by tracing my hand. I'm using a brown marker, but you're welcome to use anything that you have at home, okay? Remember that this is your tree of strength. So I'm going to start. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I now have the start of my tree, and I want my branches to be longer, so I'm just gonna draw out. It doesn't have to look perfect. It only has to look the way that you want it to look. So maybe you can add a couple more branches to the sides so that you can draw plenty of leaves. Maybe some branches will be a little bigger than others. Okay, that's the start of my tree, okay? And now I want to start drawing my leaves. And I want to make my leaves pretty big so that I can write different words inside of them, okay? So I'm going to draw using a green marker, but like I said, anything that you have at home works. If maybe you want to have red leaves or yellow leaves, I'm going to choose green, okay? And I'm going to start with a big leaf like this. Just gonna attach a leaf to each of my tree branches. And remember, friends, if I'm going too fast, make sure that you pause the video so that you can catch up, okay? Okay, this is the start of my tree, okay? It's not perfect. It might look a little funny, but that's totally fine because this is a tree that we can look back to help us feel better when we're feeling stressed, okay? So I want you to now give yourself some time to think about the things that you would like to put into your leaves. And I want you to think about the people in your life, whether that be mom or dad or an aunt or uncle, grandma or grandpa, a family friend, your sister or brother. Think about the people that make you feel good, okay? An example for me would be my mom. So I'm going to write mom inside that leaf, okay? You may not be able to see it, but at the very end, I'll make sure that I take a picture and I'll put it there for an example, okay? Another person that really inspires me and makes me feel strong is one of my really good friends, and her name is Eliza. So I'm going to write Eliza here. Now, I want you to think about some of the things that you can do when you're feeling really stressed or tense at home. And like I shared, I really like listening to guitar music, so I'm going to write music up here. But another thing that I really enjoy doing when I am feeling overwhelmed is that I like to go for a run. When I go for a run, I feel better when I get back because I've run out all of my energy and I feel much more calm, okay? Now I want to think about some of the things that I can do when I'm at home that some of the things that I can practice at home to help get through this challenging time. And I'm going to give you an example of that. An example of that is asking for help. So when I am going through a challenging time, I make sure that I ask for help when I need it so that I don't get too frustrated, okay? Another thing that I practice during challenging times is kindness, okay? Kindness is so important to help you get through challenging times because you're assuming the best intentions of the people around you. And it's a really good way. We know that we practice kindness at school. It's one of our new school rules, and it's a really good thing to practice during this time. So I've given you some ideas of some of the things that you can write on your leaves, some of the things that you can write on your leaves. But I want you, so here's some examples, but I want you to think about the things that make you feel calm. For example, it might be looking at Pokemon cards, it might be reading a really good book, it might be listening to a story by a mom or dad or grandma or grandpa. There are so many ways that we can get through challenging times together, my friends. And to finish our tree off, I know that I still have some more work to do, but I want to show you what you can do to finish it. And you can either use watercolors, you can use different kind of paints. I'm just going to use a colored pencil because that's what I have here. And I'm not going to finish the whole thing, but I wanted to make sure that I showed you that it's really important to color in your tree to make sure that it's complete. So I'm going to color the whole thing in, and I will make sure that I take a picture of it at the end. But I had such a fun time doing this project, and I really think that you'll enjoy it at home too. So I will see you guys very soon, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.